All right, so guys, check this out. What we're doing today is looking at the Wayfinder beta. I'm just going to tell you how to get into this little Wayfinder beta that they have going on until May 28th. You have to be on PC to play it, and you have to have already had early access founder's key to jump into it because you need to have the game, in your Steam library. And then I'm going to kind of run you through some real quick tips, I guess, to show you what's changed a little bit in there in the new game, and give you like some quick heads up and tips of navigating the systems and all that good stuff. So it's not gonna cost you anything. Maybe a like. You want to hit that like button. Maybe you want to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So on your Steam, in your Steam library, if you have Wayfinder in your Steam library, what you're going to want to do is right click on Wayfinder, go to properties, go to beta, and then where it says private beta, you're going to enter the code that I'm going to put on the screen right here in this video. That's going to unlock the private beta for you. It's going to say unstable or unstable, however you want to say it, unstable. And the unstable is because it's a beta build. And what they want to do is they kind of want to break the game to make sure like what kind of things are causing crashes, like playing with people or not. But it's also to give people a chance to kind of see what they've been doing so far. Now, none of this is going to transfer over into the final game. It's not under NDA. So just don't put so much time into it. Just jump in, see if you like how it feels with the changes and stuff. This is not for feedback on anything like that. That's going to be on May 31st when they start taking in that feedback. This is just to make sure that there's not any disconnects or like lost data saves and things of that nature. And there's a whole list that they have too of things I'll go over real quick. So here we have like a list of known issues. And so it's like players may encounter a crash during trial of lingering light when playing co-op. To fix it, play a solo. This is just for the beta. All of this stuff should be fixed when it comes to May 31st or the full release on June 11th. Adjusting graphics settings on Steam Deck repeatedly could cause settings to stop working. You can delete the full game or delete the Wayfinder directory and what's on the screen right now. Players may experience quick hitching the first time they encounter an enemy encounter. To fix, you just play the game. We use data to collect info on shaders to cache for full release. Player data save can become corrupt if you quit the game or crash during traveling while on the quest The Descent. There's no fix for this. You got to delete your old save data and start a whole fresh game. Equipping an echo may not display correctly in the UI. You swap it to another weapon or exit and re-enter the menu. The reward XP is lower than intended, but you shouldn't really be focused on that during the beta anyway because they're not going to save any of that information. Attempting to play the game with multiple controllers, input devices results in the game not responding to inputs. To fix, remove additional controllers, flight sticks to plug in a single controller. If the player clicks the sell button in the details panel on the right at vendors, the prompt pop-up will display with debug text such as text block and a spinning circle. This issue will not occur with stackable items such as Spectra. There is no fix for it, but the player will still be able to sell the items and receive the correct gold amount as expected. An awakening shows a max of 6 stars when there are only 5. Player may appear invisible when swapping to a character with no armor or persona equipped. To fix, equip an armor item in each slot and equip a persona in the style menu. And that's really all there is for the known issues. Not a big deal. May 31st comes, we'll have the full list of changes. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a long video, so make sure you are here for that if you are interested in it. So let's go ahead and jump into... So first off on the menu here, you'll see this new settings. You can see the last character I played and had out was Venomous. And you can see where it says continue, new game, credit, settings, quit the desktop. Now, new game, there isn't a save data slots in here yet. I don't know if that's something they're going to put into the full version. I don't understand why they don't have save data slots. So don't hit new game ever if you don't want to start a new game. You can back up your save data. You have to kind of go into the files to do all that. But I'm going to say this, they should really put save data slots in the game. So when you continue, you select your save data slot. Let's go ahead and go to continue. So I want to show you some stuff here. Now, Grendel is in the beta, but you have to get to a certain point to unlock them. He's in, somebody said you had to fight the first boss in the pit, the slime dude, and he drops from the slime dude. So you can get Grendel pretty early in the game. I haven't gotten there yet. I've only put like 3 hours in. But you can see there's like a lot of changes made here. Not here. We see the snow's gone. But to the menu. So now we set up blocks. Now we have this menu. We can see our characters, the character rank. Wayfinder rank is like where we start having our skill points and all that stuff. Power rating. We go into character. All this has changed. This is our actual armor set because gear actually has stats on them. You can see I have this backpack. It says crit rating +3. And then these are all the signature stuff. I can put it on by putting on this gear. Now you can still have this on because there is like a transmog type thing. So you can just kind of customize your character to look like that in the style section. So I go into style, I have all the stuff that I have unlocked, and that changes, what my character looks like. But as far as gear goes, the gear here is different from what's in your style menu. Style is like transmog, gear is the equipment that gives you buffs and bonuses. You can see all of these menus are a lot easier to see, a lot better. Your weapons, you want to click on that. You can see these are all the weapons that I have dropped from the dungeons that I ran. You can see there's a bunch of different slicer and dicers here. If you're wondering about skins actually drop as well. And that's the skin I have equipped there. It was a skin that dropped in a dungeon here. And as you go higher up in the dungeons, higher level gear drops. As you can see, I have a level 7 slicer and dicer equipped, but I have level 8 ransoms and stuff like that. I don't know if you'll get their signature weapons upgraded like Epitaph and Nightshade. I'm not sure where they'll drop at. They'll probably drop later in the game. I think they're zone dependent on where they drop. Right now I'm at the beginning level, so I'm getting like basic equipment. So your abilities and echoes. Echoes, you can only have one echo in one slot, or one echo equipped at all throughout the whole thing. So like this is a defense echo. I can only put defense echoes in this slot. But let's look at this balance echo here, right? You can have balance echoes in a slot. But you see I have a goblin seer here. I cannot equip another goblin seer echo. It says I already have one equipped. So you can only have one type of echo equipped as well. This is going to allow for more variety and to actually have you using other echoes that they put in the game instead of just chasing like one type of echo and building that way. But mixing between artifacts and stuff like that, you'll have a chance of that. So tells you something's new, tells you equipped. You can mark as sale, you can mark as favorite to go back to it if you want to use it on another character. In dungeons, you can change characters. I'll go into one real quick. You'll see the new dungeon menu. Also, I want to show you the map. A lot of the icons here have changed as well. You see I put markers on the map. Fast travel menu here. I can just go to wherever from here. But when I go to Codex Halls and click this and go to Codex Halls, Gloomgate, such and such. This is the new menu here for the I don't know why this is. I think I like the other one better, to be honest. I don't know if this is going to change where it floats around. We have the void also, so maybe that's why, because there's like the areas are separated by zones like this. So if I go into Codex Halls, I can still put in my imbuements, but I'm just going to enter just to show you. What happens inside the dungeon. Now, inside the dungeon, you can change characters, you can change gear. You can't do it while you're in combat. You have to do it outside of combat. But let's say you're going to fight a boss or something like that, and maybe the character you used wasn't really strong enough, or they weren't really feeling their loadout. Well, you go into your character. I'm in a dungeon, and now I can go, I want to be Wingrave. It says active, just like that. It just says active. I click on it, active. No double clicking. Once I click it, it's active, and I exit, and now I'm this. They're already dressed in their fancy clothes. All right. And they already have their weapons. Now here, you can still change any weapon. I can still put on ransom from here if I want to. Now she's wearing ransom. Now she has the updated slicer and dicers. But the artifacts don't change over, so you have to change those over yourself and put them on yourself. But if I put these artifacts on, these are the same artifacts I have on. Most of these are the same artifacts I have on Venomous, and I go back to Venomous.
Are we doing this?
You can see those are still equipped, so it doesn't unequip artifacts if I put them on somebody else. It just puts them on somebody else. Same thing with the echoes. It's not going to well, I don't think I have anything to show you with the echoes, unfortunately. I was going to say I don't think it's going to unequip it from another person. If I go to echoes, like here it says, but it tells you Venomous has that echo equipped, so it might unequip it that way. Potions are useful now. But I'm gonna go back into the character slide again. I mean, they were useful before, but now they last 30 minutes. So this one, the basic brood crystal, increase physical and magical defense by 25% up to a max of 750 and satiates the user, increasing all XP gains by 3%. And that lasts 30 minutes. There's more than enough time to go through a dungeon or to defeat a boss. So you're not going to go through potions. You can just use them and they drop, or you can craft them. Reward tower. You can select between Van or Grendel. It's reward tower just by clicking on it. Everybody's going to get the reward tower. It's free. And, you know, if you've played already, you know how that works. Let's exit the dungeon. And then there's like one more thing I want to show you guys. Maybe wondering about mounts. Start off with your mount. If you have a founder with the mount in it, or if you have any things, you can go here to use your founder's coins and get the stuff here. You can also use your abilities in town now and mount up in town also. I'm going to say there's one more thing I want to show you, but I think you should have more things to discover on your own. There are items you can find in waters. You can see right here. Not necessarily fishing, but I just found a trinket, a shark trinket in the water. So just stuff like that. Stuff they have things around to where you can look around and find new items. They want you to explore the world and find stuff that way. And there's like new people. There's a lot of new voice lines and toast barks, as they call them, where your characters talk. There's also these memories here that you got to have certain characters to see. This one requires Windgrave. So you saw how easy it was to switch to Windgrave. If I switch over here to Windgrave,
I am ready to serve.
now I can see the character. Now I can see it, and it unlocks it and it stores it and saves it so you can view it later. But a lot of cool stuff. You still got to go through the story like before to unlock the different features. If you go into your quest, you can see here there's like priority. Do this, it unlocks resonance memory fragments. So you still have to go through your main quest and things to unlock the next part, unlock new stuff. But that is all I want to show you guys. Like I say, you have until the 28th to check it out, see if you like it. I think if they add matchmaking, I was saying I feel like it's essentially the same game. If they add matchmaking to the game, it'll still be the same game that people loved and enjoyed. You just wouldn't see people running around in town, but the matchmaking aspect is great, will be great. And then if there is a way to do that with matchmaking like out in the main world, if you want to do like world bosses like that too. But that's all I have to say for that. Allergies are kicking my butt. Thank you guys for watching and being with my channel journey on here with Wayfinder. We'll still be making content as long as there's content to be made for the game. And I hope you guys stick around for what's coming more in the future. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.